My fellows, let's start our class by listening to a beautiful life quote as Michael Jordan has come with a great quote like he said, I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. 26 times I have been trusted to take the game winning shot and missed. I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. And the Mark Twain has said the two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Welcome back, friends. I wish you all are well. Today I have come with new story with lots of new vocabulary, and I'm sure this video will be very useful for you all. So before it starts the lesson, let me tell you something. If you are visiting my channel first time, then let me tell you about the lesson, because I found new way to improve your English communication skill with lots of new vocabulary without facing any problem and difficulties. As you know, we need four things for improving our English, and that is listening, writing, vocabulary and speaking. And these all things I have added in this video. So I am sure if you watch my daily video, you will be able to improve your English in a very short time. And the most important thing, this video has 4 steps. First, we will listen a short story with our focus, cause after story you will get some question and you have to answer that question. And the second thing will know some new vocabulary from that story, and that part is most important, so don't lose this golden phase. And the third step, we have answer and question season. In that part I'll ask some question which will be taken from the story, and then I'll give you 1 minute to write your answer in a comment box. Then I'll show you answer on the screen. That's why you have to listen to the story very carefully. And the fourth, and this is last step of this video, so build your confidence and listening ability. For this purpose, I'll give you 1 minute to say the heading. Which heading will be best for that story according to your point of view. And these all things are dependent on your listening and focus. So let's start our first part of this video, and that is short story. So first we are going to listen to the story. It starts now. Once there was a very noble named Arthur who was captured by his neighboring king. Enemy could have killed him, but enemy king knew that he was very wise and noble king. So he offered him freedom, but on one condition. He would have to figure out an answer, and even if after n years Arthur wouldn't be able to answer, then he would be put to death. Question was, what does a woman really wants? Even most knowledgeable wouldn't be able to answer that, but still Arthur accepted enemy king proposition, as it was better than death. Arthur returned to his kingdom and begging to ask everyone about it, but no one was able to give any satisfactory answer. Many people advised him to consult an old witch, but she was famous for charging exorbitant prices. For whole years Arthur avoided going to witch, but last day came and he had no other option but to go to witch. He went to her and told her about his problem. Witch agreed to help him, but for a price in return. Price was which wanted to marry Gwyn, most noble knight and Arthur's closest friend. Arthur was horrified to know Price, as which was very ugly looking, hideous, and smelled very bad. Arthur didn't wanted to force his friend to marry such repugnant creature, so he refused. Later, Grieve got to know about which proposal and talked to Arthur. Same night, Gwyn and which wedding was proclaimed, and which answered Arthur's question. Answer was, what women really want is to be in charge of her own life. Arthur went back to neighboring kingdom, and enemy king was satisfied by answer, and hence granted Arthur his freedom. Even after getting his freedom back, Arthur was not happy, because for this his best friend Gwyn had to marry an old witch. Next day, honeymoon hour approached. Grieve prepared his mind for host, but to his surprise, inside room was awaiting the most beautiful woman he had even seen, which said to Grieve, I would be horrible and ugly which half the time, and beautiful maiden self for half. Which would you want me to be during the day, and which during the night? Would you prepare a beautiful maiden during to show off to your friends, but at night an old witch? Or would you prefer an old hideous witch during day, but by night a beautiful woman to be with? Gwyn replied, I would like you to choose that for yourself. Hearing this, witch announced that she would be beautiful all the time, because he had respected her enough to be in charge of herself, her life. Moral of this story: treat women with respect and let her be the one to decide for herself. Like this, we have completed listening part, and let's go second part of this video, which is our main purpose, and that is vocabulary. So we have some new vocabulary, new words in that story. So let's go to know those words. So first word we have captured, that means catching, copying of all or part of the scene into temporary memory, computers. And also that means prisoner. Okay, and the second word we have figure out, that means calculate, work out, solve, understand, grasp, comprehend. Okay, and the next word we have preposition, that means section, piece, reason, role, function, side in an agreement. Okay, and the fourth word we have satisfactory, that means providing satisfaction, gratifying a need or appetite, also adequate, sufficient. Okay, and the fifth word we have consult, that means advice, ask advice, talk with, consider. And the sixth word we have exorbitant, that means excessive, prohibitive, outrageous, unreasonable, inflated, unconscionable, and huge. Also enormous, steep, stiff, sky high, over the top, rip off. And the next word we have horrified, that means shocked, struck with horror. frightened, showing great horror. And the next word we have hideous. That means gruesome, terrible, repulsive, disgusting, exceptionally ugly, and also appalling and shocking. And the ninth word we have repugnant. That means offensive, disgusting, contradictory, inconsistent, and always opposed. Okay, and the 10th word we have proclaimed. That means announce, declare, state publicly and officially, publicize, advertise. And the last word we have hence. That means therefore, then, from, now, from this place. Friends, don't be worried about vocabulary we have completed, but no need to think about there are many new words. How can you remember and how can memorize? I'll give you in this video some trick how to memorize new vocabulary easily. So don't skip video and watch properly until end. It will be very useful for you all. And after finishing the vocabulary, now we are going to start next step of this video, and that is answer and question season. I'm going to ask some question from that story. So let's start the question. First question we have, who was captured by king? And the second question we have, how did king decided to give him freedom? And the next question we have, what was the question? And the fourth one we have, what did Arthur do after getting that question? And the last one we have, when did Arthur find his answer? So friends, you have 5 questions and only you have 1 minute to write your question in a comment box. So if you have heard the story by your focus, then you can write your answer in a comment box in a very short time. So you have only 1 minute and you have 5 questions. So get started and be ready. Okay, so are you ready now? That's good. Your time starts now. Okay, with this last second you have completed your 1 minute, and now I'm going to show you answer on the screen and I'm going to read that answer. Okay, because our first purpose is to build our listening ability. Okay, so first question we have, who was captured by king? So answer is Arthur was captured by neighboring king. Okay, and the second question we have, how did king decided to give him freedom? So answer is the king decided to leave Arthur if he will be able to answer his question. And the third question we have, what was the question? So answer is the question was that does a woman really want? What does a woman really wants? Okay, And the fourth question we have, what did Arthur do after getting that question? So answer is Arthur accepted and making proposition as it was better than death. And the last question we have, when did Arthur find his answer? So answer is he found the answer from an old witch. Like this we have completed third step as well. So we have reached in the last of this video, okay, and this is the last step of this season. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to write here heading for this story, which will be best as the topic or as a moral of this story, or what did you understand by this story, or you can say anything about that story. So friends, be ready, and this is your test how much you are understanding by the listening anything, by the listening any story, and this thing will be very useful for you all, because when you try something, when you try to write something by yourself and struggle, then you will be able to improve your thoughts, improve how to think. So I'm sure it's very useful for you all if you are trying, if you are be carry on with my videos. So let's start. I'm going to give you 1 minute to write here your opinion, okay? So your time starts now. With this 1 minute we have completed our video, and as I told you, I'll say you how to memorize new vocabulary, how to improve, how to memorize new words. So the best way for memorizing new vocabulary is make sentence by using that vocabulary. Like in this story we have how many words? 10 or 11 new words. You just go comment box of this video and write there at least 11 sentence. You can use many sentence, write many sentence, lots of as you want, but at least you write in the comment box 11 sentence by using these words and send me. For example, we have one new word, captured. So you use this word in sentence like a policeman captured last night 2 thieves who had stolen my neighbor's bike 1 month ago. Like this you use 11 words in different sentence. This way will be very useful to improve your vocabulary. Just do it, continue. I am sure you will improve your English in a someday only. And now we are going to have fun. I have one joke for you, and this is also help you to improve your listening ability. So let's go have fun. When I was in class 7, I used to ask a lot of questions. One day I asked my English teacher, why do we ignore some letters in pronunciation English? The letter H in our honor ecstasy. My English teacher said, "We are not ignoring them, they are considered silent." I was even more confused. During the lunch break, my teacher gave me her packed lunch and asked me to eat it in the cafeteria. I ate all the food and returned her the empty container. My English teacher, "What happened? I told you to go and eat my food. You are returning me an empty container." I replied, "Madam, I thought it was silence." Oh, that's amazing. I think you all liked it. Okay friends, with this funny joke, we have finished this part and wait for next part. I end up my video with a special thank to you all wonderful people for listening to me with great passion. Thank you so much and have a wonderful time.